if you've made a lifestyle change, not only to lose weight, but to keep the weight off and have some amazing recipes that are low in calories and delicious, stay tuned for these two amazing recipes I have for you. Now, we know summer's here, and unfortunately, is the time that people focus on their weight. However, if you want to make a lifestyle change, it will take more than just a restrictive diet to lose weight and maintain it. Part of maintaining a healthy weight obviously requires eating whole foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, healthy fats, protein, and obviously cutting down on carbs and eliminating ultra processed foods. With that in mind, I've been more focused on making recipes that are low in carbs, high in protein, healthy fats, and whole foods or minimally processed foods. So my first recipe is making chicken wrap with brown rice paper, some chicken breast, and avocado dip, as well as whole tomatoes. And I made the chicken breast by just marinating it with some of my favorite spices and Dijon mustard. And I just went ahead and broiled this in my oven. You can also use a regular grill to grill it. And when it was done, I just went ahead and shredded. And then the avocado dip, I just used some cilantro, lemon, and avocado, then blended that. And you can use this as a dip with any chips of your choice, hopefully healthy chips. You can also use it as salad dressing. As you can see, by the way, this full video is on my playlist. And you can do so many things with this avocado recipe. However, I am using it for this video to make my chicken wrap. So once I got all my ingredients ready, you want to boil some water, and this is for the rice paper. You want to go ahead and soak the rice paper in the hot water just for like a minute or so, and kind of move it around so that everything gets soaked in. Once it's all ready, it gets soft. The only trick is that it's a little sticky, so if you're not careful, it will like fold and get stuck to each other. So place it on another plate, and then at this time you can start adding your avocado sauce onto the paper rice, or rice paper, sorry, and just kind of spread it, and then you will add your chicken breast, and then some of the tomatoes. And by the way, you can add any ingredients in this. And if you don't like chicken, you can use salmon. Salmon goes really well with this recipe as well. And if you're a vegetarian, you can also just use all vegetables. Like you can saute your favorite vegetables and use that as a replacement. By the way, I'll be making another video soon that is very similar to this, but it's going to be a vegan recipe. So I'll be using all veggies and seaweed instead of the rice paper. But you want to go ahead and fold this and just roll it. I'm not the best at this, as you can see with the struggle. But anyway, just go ahead and roll it as best as you can, and then move on to the next one. For this recipe, I'm only making a serving size for one, so I'm making 2 of these. I suppose you can have up to 3, but they're pretty good though. So anyway, I am making the second one here, so same process. And with practice, it gets easier. So the second one was a little bit easier, and the more I make these wraps, the better I'm getting at making them. Even burritos, I struggle with making those. But anyway, you get the point here. So just wrap it up. As long as everything stays inside, that's all that matters. And the rice, the paper rice, is pretty sticky, so it does hold everything inside. And one of the things that I like to eat this with is cucumbers, and sometimes I'll eat them with coleslaw on the side. but I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle some tahini on my cucumber, and I also put a little bit of the avocado sauce on the side as a dip for my cucumbers. Now, this meal is ideal for people who want to sustain a healthy weight. You don't have to worry about starving because you have your healthy fats. It is low in carbs and it is delicious. So, one of the best lunches or even dinners you can have. My next is I'm using the same grilled chicken breast, and this time I am adding the avocado sauce in it, and I am using it to make a kind of like how you make tuna, but chicken salad per se. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit more mustard, Dijon mustard. If you want, you can also chop up some red onions and add that to it, but I decided not to. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this really well, make sure everything is nice and incorporated. And I'm gonna eat this with some cucumbers. Also, if you have healthy crackers, you can add that to it or use that instead. Also, you can use this to make a sandwich, but if you want to go healthier, it's always best to use lower carb things like fruits and vegetables. So I'll go ahead and add these to my cucumbers that I already cut in small round pieces like this. By the way, I forgot to mention, I didn't show the whole video of making the avocado sauce or dip, but I also added some spices and salt and all the seasoning. So this already have all the seasoning that it needs, plus the chicken was seasoned well. However, if you feel like you need to add a little bit of salt, more salt, since cucumbers are kind of bland, you can do so. I don't have any problem with salt intake, but I feel like everything is well seasoned enough that I didn't have to add anything extra. And you can eat this as a snack or you can eat it as lunch if you want a light lunch. But this recipe is so delicious, healthy, low carbs, and it's just great. It's a great way to hydrate yourself. Cucumbers have great antioxidant benefits, so it is good for skin health, for hair health, beauty in general. When I make my recipes, I consider a lot. I don't just eat just to eat, but I eat intentionally with purpose because I am into beauty and taking care of my health, and losing weight and keeping it off has more to do with what you eat than what you do. As long as you avoid a sedentary lifestyle, of course. I don't work out much, but I simply maintain my weight by eating healthy. Anyway, this wraps it up for my low carb video recipe. If you found this video informative or you liked it, please do me a favor and give it a like. It helps with my algorithm so that my content will be pushed out to more people like myself who are interested in making healthier choices when it comes to food, or people who are just looking for awesome recipes. Also, do follow me on my TikTok account at Nature to Tea, where I make short content when it comes to food and beauty recipes. And if you elevate to become a more holistic, healthier version of yourself, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a video. I thank you for your time. I hope you have a blessed day, evening, night, wherever you are, and I hope to catch you on my next video.